game? Or-
Welcome back, everybody. Apologize for the delay. We were just talking about jobs and randomness, and I was looking at the thing. I'm like, oh yeah, we've been live for 10 minutes. So, welcome back to Invasion. So today we're going to be picking back up with the crew still in the midst of their senatorial inquisition of the Galactic Republic. But before we get into that, I do have one thing to shout out. Join us tomorrow, October 26th, Wednesday at 7 p.m. for our game of the month. We're going to be running Alien. Kind of see the book a little bit behind me. For those who are unfamiliar, it's Alien based off of the old Ridley Scott films. Actually, just did a little bit of a marathon of them myself. So think of the xenomorphs, aliens, corrupt companies, all that. We'll be playing that out tomorrow. So come check it out if you like sci-fi, if you like horror. It'll be kind of a good Halloween mix. So come through. And as always, for our game of the months, we always give away a copy of the system's PDF. So if you come and join us, if you're luckier than I am, you may be able to get a chance to win the raffle and bring it home for your crew. So check that out. But today we're diving back into the invasion campaign. So the group, after kind of the events within the galaxy, they were part of the they helped defend Vela against the invaders, but had the planet blown up from underneath them. They helped rescue Saiho from where the Yuzon Vong had camped up, bringing some of their citizens out. But through all this, the Yuzon Vong have been pretty quiet on the galactic stage, making small moves and not making themselves a true visible nuisance. So the Republic has called the group in to testify to these efforts, with many in the Senate believing that this is the work of another Sith faction or the Dominion itself, trying to disguise their own hand. The group had made their way within the Republic Senate after a few of them tried to sneak some weapons through, and I forgot who did it. Oh, Dash did it. I was able to sneak in Vars's knife after it was confiscated from him. Though Dash did leave behind a jury-rigged grenade that the guards loved so much. But after that, they were able to make their way in, and this is the first day of testifying for the group. And the senators decided to take a little bit of a stab into the party's history, kind of grilling them about some inconvenient or mistrue allegations from their past or involvement with the group. So far, the team's done pretty well. They've earned 3 political points responding to some of the accusations that have been leveled against them or twisting around the senator's words. But the Inquisition continues with the senators trying to, well, it looks like some of the senators trying to discredit the group and just really make them look to be unstable. With some of the group's histories, it was a little bit easier for others than some, with having some pretty the nasty rumors or some nasty truths out there about them. But the group's done well so far. And while they were testifying, Caesar, who had been kind of stopped at the gate by one of the generals, you see him kind of busting forward, riding one of the senatorial pods, raising to meet the group. To set the scene again a little bit, as Caesar kind of flies up, you all are testifying in front of the full Senate. You've got kind of the ruling council in front of you, with the 5 senators arrayed there. So you've got the Supreme Chancellor Oveno, a militaristic Mon Calamari in the center, Senator Moro Shesh of Caught, kind of aristocratically dressed, fine robes, wearing his host colors. Definitely kind of dressed like old money. It's not gaudy, but you can definitely tell it's nice. It stands out. Next to him, you've got Senator Even Organa of Alderaan. He's been kind of the grandstander so far. He's the one that tries to score political points. You see, he's definitely kind of got a keen eye towards the group. The politicians smile across his face. Next to him, you've got Senator Orso Bell Ibis of Corellia. He's kind of got a hard set, muscular, kind of a look of an old school military guy. He's been somewhat sympathetic to the group so far. And on the right, you've got Senator Teresa of Bothwell. So she's a Bothan covered in fur. She's kind of the senator in exile for the Bothan government since it's a part of the Dominion currently. And she so far has been kind of a little bit of a mediator between some of the desperate parties within the Senate. Also, along with those two kind of off to the sides, you've got a representative of the Hutts, as well as the director from Zerka, along with the group. They've so far interjected at certain points to advocate their interests. But yeah, so you guys see Caesar flying up. Before we get into that, Caesar, you were initially kind of pulled away by the general vet, the man that you guys have worked with since Vela, who's been kind of helping your efforts to find ways to aid the galaxy against the invaders. And he pulled you away, and you see not the senator, the general, kind of look at you and go, "This is going to be a shitstorm for you. A lot of the senators were not happy about the military taking you in after your defection. Most wanted to use you as a PR run and throw you in a deep hole and just lock you away. You are going to be a pincushion. You got that?"
Lisa, understand. I have already done the exercises I need to keep myself all in order. So long as, well, my main issue is the fact that the Huts are here.
You see him now. That don't like it either, but Hutt's one of our few allies we got in the galaxy, and the Republic's keeping them close. With the Mandalorians, the Dominion, all kind of surrounding us. They got to play ball with who will play ball with them.
The Huts are truly the wrong people to play ball with. And it's a bit personal for me, but I truly do believe it. However, I shall keep my mouth closed on that. Something else. Would he know that this isn't being broadcast right now?
Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention that in the recap. So the group seems so far to be okay with it not being broadcast. But yeah, Caesar would definitely know that it appears that it's not being broadcast right now, and that it seems like the senators wanted to keep this out of the spectacle.
It's not being broadcast, but is it being recorded?
Not recorded either. So it's kind of
Yeah.
they've turned the cameras off.
Caesar is not happy with that at all, and he'll bring that up to the good General Beck, as he'd call him. This truly does need to be on record. There needs to be a recording. There needs to be even. It was one thing to not make this live. It was another thing to completely have this off the records. This is something that bothers me.
You kind of seem shrug. I don't know what to tell you there. Uh, Between you being involved and some of the events that you all have kind of alleged in your reports, they didn't want to broadcast. If you want to make a thing of it, I don't know, maybe a bit of sway some of them to your side.
I And he kind of sighs, and his smile falters as he's thinking about it, and he looks to them. I do not know most of these people. What would you say that this competence would be?
You can see him kind of scratch his chin a little bit. Also, I forgot to tell you, Caesar, too. So, in your journal, there should be one thing that says Galactic Senators. And that has kind of a breakdown of all the different senators as well, kind of some of the information that may be known. Oh, and actually, I should have mentioned this too because
I can't see Roll-20.
oh yeah, I forgot you can't see Roll-20. So I forgot to mention this as well because Caesar was actually the one since you even weren't here, but I think you spent your first downtime of the game kind of researching the Senate. So you were the one that gave the group this information.
Yo!
But yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll throw it in.
I sent a copy of it in Discord.
Sweet. Thanks.
I don't know if that
Okay,
works
so I'm
for you.
going to click this. If I disappear from the call, that means I can't see it.
Okay.
That's kind of a breakdown of them. And if you're asking Vet, he'll kind of nod and say, your biggest friend out there is probably going to be Senator Orso. He's a military man. if you could prove the threat out there that these invaders face, he may come along your side. He's going to hate you in particular, but if you make that the case for the threat, he may back what the group decides, even if he doesn't like you as a person.
You would say he
Ovano's
hates
similar.
me.
Oh, go ahead.
You would say he hates me, yeah? So he would know me.
Yeah. Ruling Council had quite a debate once you defected. As I said, most of them wanted to put you in a hole after the photo op.
So you're saying he understands what I have done.
You guys see him pause and it looks. What do you mean? Your actions with Dominion as a butcher? He's got more than a few reports on that.
Oh, did we lose him?
I think we may have. Did we lose you, Caesar? So we'll give him a second to get back.
Wait, am I back?
You're back. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, so I can't be clicked off of it too long. I didn't get to read all of those, but Caesar would say, if he knows who I am, then he knows I am a competent man, and my words hold firm. That my judgments on this is from a military perspective, and that I have proven my worth time and time again in that field, enemy or not.
As I say, if you make a case to him, he's likely to be your biggest friend there. Now, Ovano, he's a military man. He led the resistance from Moncal, but he hates the Dominion. If he had his way, he'd crush him. I don't know where he's going to fall with you. Those are the two you got to watch out for, though. Avon's going to score points. Shesh is going to do what's best for his family. So just be alert out there.
How late was that resistance on Moncal during the war?
So it was probably about, so the wars itself been going for about 10 years. It's probably about war. Moncal got conquered about year 3. So he was leading it from about 4 to 5. Then he kind of made his escape and then became part of the Senate.
Something I do distinctly remember from Caesar's backstory was the war was 15 years now, and Caesar had served for 10.
Was it 15 years? I don't have my notes in front of me. So yeah, it probably was 15.
All right. So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did at any point Caesar fight in those battles for Moncal? Moncal? Or was he at a different part of the galaxy at the time?
So we've established you've been you're part of the Mandalorian Wars. I think you were there at I forgot Uli's planet's name. If you were with him for 15 years, so there's definitely still be time for that. Do you want him to have been a part of the Moncal invasion?
Where's that on the map? Because I know a lot of the stuff he did was towards more of the north of the galaxy, with Kashyyyk, with Uli's home planet, and all that jazz.
It's kind of in like the upper corner, yeah.
Northeast.
Oh no! Oh, then yeah, he most likely, depending on how early into the war with that, there's a chance he would have been an actual like foot soldier at the time rather than an officer if it was really early on.
Yeah, it was third year in, so it was a pretty quick one to fall.
So, oh wait, no, Caesar joined 5 years as the war began. Basically 5 years was the war at that time. At the 5th year, that's when he joined and he served for.
Okay, so yeah, Moncal was already conquered by that point, and the resistance mostly crushed.
Got it. So, okay, that clears that up. So yeah, Caesar would genuinely be thinking about all this, whether or not he was there, and kind of remember it, and he would nod. Yes, I heard about that. I was not there personally.
Not going to earn you any friends. Just go there, tell them about the threat. They're going to pick at you. Just answer their questions You kind of see a pause and go as diplomatically as you can. But if they go into the Dominion stuff, just be smart about it. You get it?
Why are you so afraid? Well,
You gotta see him looking, and you gotta see some of the group's testimony going forward. Now, kind of on the hollow screen behind you, you see them ask kind of about. You heard him in the background asking about Talus's drug use and burning down the university, Dash's mental instability around the Battle of Mustafar, Uli potentially making synthetic chemicals, poisons to distribute. And then Varys' time with the Mandalorians, some of the how that war went. And he kind of looks back at you and goes, "They got more bones to pick with you than anybody else, and you and your friends. No offense, there's a lot of bones to find."
you saw what I saw right there. They defended their points gracefully and with. The word is lost to me in basic, but it is exceptional. I am a soldier. This will not be the day or the battlefield I follow.
You see him and say, "Well, may the force be with you then. Uh, just, just be smart." They got to pat you on the back and kind of let you forward through to the senatorial pods.
Ooh, one thing I forgot to mention is Caesar is not in armor. He's not got any of his weapons with him. He would have had nice clothes to wear for this. Not his civilian clothes, but something that makes sense to be going into here. Something a bit fancier, more akin on the line of basically military wear.
Perfect. I think Caesar's the only one that dressed up for it. Maybe Dallas, I think. So you definitely you kind of go in, you kind of your military formal wear on. You reach the pod. You see, you kind of hear a little bit of commotion and like almost surprise between the thousands of senators and their pods around you as you float up into the testimonial area. And you see Supreme Chancellor Ovado kind of like pound his fist to the to kind of near his microphone, and he goes, "Quiet, quiet. It seems a butcher has decided to join us for testimony." I forgot he has a deeper voice. It seems the butcher has finally tried to join us for testimony.
Caesar would give a nod of respect to that right there.
As we've done with your compatriots, we have some questions about your background that we wish to ask to be able to get a profile of you and make sure that what you have done in the past is well known to the committee and the senators at large, so we can take in any testimony that you have with open eyes and sound judgment. Are you prepared for questioning, Butcher?
Yes, sir. Permission to speak freely, sir.
Granted.
I am Caesar. I believe most of my actions speak for themselves. The validity of the things that I have done in the past, they are treated like ghost stories sometimes. I'm here to help clear that up, to confirm what is true, to dash what is rumor and falsehood. And yes, I believe I'll make sure it is known where my loyalties lie here today.
You guys see him nod and say, "Well, we're here to hear you out. So you do have your chance to clear the air however you see it fit." And you see him kind of wave towards the senator to his right, and you see Avon of Alderaan kind of jump forward with his pod, and he says, "I have been chosen to carry out your line of questioning, Caesar. Uh, you're an officer of the Republic now, is that right?"
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you've lived up to the standards we set for the Grand Army of the Republic?
You think about that one. This is the first time he's truly paused to think other from to find the right words and basic. And he thinks about that one. So I have served with the Republic for over a year now, and I'm still testing myself and trying to raise myself to those standards.
I'll make a persuasion check with that one.
I'm gonna need someone else to
Oh, yeah, I
roll.
forgot I rolled that for you. And you're cool if I make your sheet visible to the rest of the crew for this?
Oh, absolutely. There shouldn't be anything too bad in there.
All right. So I'll roll this one, but then somebody else can want to, they can take his rolls for him. Ah, nice, 18. So you kind of see some head nods around the Senate floor. From you see even kind of Senator Tree of Bothway kind of nods, and you see some other nods from some of the bench senators and the rafters. You even see even kind of take a little bit of a step back and smile and goes, "Of course." That is definitely a learning curve going from being a soldier of the Dominion, the Gungan Guillotine, I think your one of your other monikers were, to becoming a soldier of the Republic. We've heard.
Hey,
Oh, go ahead.
if I may, Senator, I am still the Gungan Guillotine. I am simply the Gungan Guillotine of the Republic now.
You see, kind of it nods his head and goes, "We have a series of questions to ask you because you've been involved in more than a few atrocities. And sadly, I can't say all of those atrocities were with your time in the Dominion. Uh, Caesar, uh, do you have any mouthwash on you? Are you sober right now?"
That is a good question. I imagine he would be sober for this. Like he got his drinking out the night before, if you remember properly. So he does nod. I am sober. The mouthwash I have with me is non-alcoholic.
Well, that's good to hear. Because in General Vet's report, and his report has become much more favorable of you since the fall of Vela. But prior to the fall, and even in the report right after the fall, he mentioned that you've often drink liquor with your mouthwash and have been seen walking around with the parts of foes you've killed, hands attached to your side. Is that true? Is that befitting of
Senator,
a
you
Republic
have
officer?
confused me. You have already confused me. You've lumped together two very different questions that have very different answers. Do you want to know about the mouthwash, or do you want to know about my supposed trophies?
I'm sure they all play together. No one takes
No, they
trophies
are
like that
vastly different.
sober.
No, no, no. They are vastly different and come from completely different origins. Which would you like me to answer first, Senator?
Your choice.
I shall answer the mouthwash first. I am a soldier. I have served overall in my time with the military, Dominion and Republic for nearly 12 years. It is taxing. We all must find something to keep us safe. Admittedly, I am not a man for torture. It sickens me. I'm callous to a lot of things, but that truly does move my heart in the worst way. But during my time with the Dominion, it was a necessary skill to learn. I made sure that I did not need to use it the best I could. But during my time in learning it, I did have to learn dentistry. Your imagination can fill in the gaps of what that was used for. But during that time, I had found a passion of mine, not to inflict pain with it, but to give genuine care. This has become a hobby of mine. I keep my own teeth clean. I collect various supplies, toothbrushes, and admittedly, I have gotten a taste for mouthwash. For when I was young, I could I took whatever I could drink. This was one of those things even before then that I enjoyed thoroughly, with the minty aftertaste, though it burnt going down. This is why I mix the mouthwash with wine. However, I can assure you, I am no lightweight. And this, as he will reach for it, but very slowly to make sure it's shown that he's not reaching for any kind of hidden weapon. This dilutes it quite heavily to begin, as he puts it back. Is that satisfactory for the first part of my answer?
Well, it is an answer.
Is it
Drinking.
satisfactory? Should I move on to my next part of the answer, or do you need me to clarify?
Oh, no, it's crystal clear that you often drink while serving out Republic orders, and just as a man of taste, you mix your wine with mouthwash. I hope it's not Alderanian wine, but feel free to carry on.
Alderanian or wine is not that strong, in my opinion. However, I will clarify one thing. I serve the Republic at my best. Sometimes we all need a little something to get through the day, and when you constantly have soldiers spitting in your face, telling you to die or to off yourself, or to do the worst, most hard things to whoever you hold dear. Luckily for me, I have really no one, so all those words were hollow. You'll need something.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Onto the trophies. I am a religious man. I've been all across the galaxy. There was a time in my life I had a crisis of faith, you'll see. Well, I cannot speak of the operation I did for the Dominion due to my agreement with the Republic. I cannot speak onto that because it was quite sensitive and I can give no other details than that. And it did give me a crisis of faith that I can convert to. So I went around the galaxy looking for anything and everything that could fill that hole in my heart. There was a vast amount of searching for me. I will not mention everything I fell into then, but taking trophies is a part of it. Many, many parts of it.
You guys see he nods, goes, well, at least we have an answer to that. Now, our last line of questioning for you is this is something very recently, because you served the Republic. You said you're an officer of the Republic. You've severed your ties with the Dominion. But according to General Vet in your own report, you freed a Sith Lord during your time on Vela. And even in your report, it says you argued to set Lord Galvin free. The Sith who has been riding around the galaxy with the new fleet, who had burned down one of the Dominion's own territories. Hold on. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. Was burning down one of the Dominion's own territories. Led a group of Dominion dreadnoughts to Kalish, or Kali, and burned down the Kali. executing Operation Base Delta Zero, making the planet itself uninhabitable. And it sounds like, from your report, you're the one that set this man free upon the galaxy. Are we truly to believe you're a Republic operative if you are freeing high-value Dominion prisoners?
I do not appreciate the way you have worded this, because it questions my loyalty. This
What
is
is a
not a
question?
question of
It is
loyalty. You have said one thing, that this was a high-value target. This was not the case at the time. He was an upstart, a new Sith that could have been simply wiped from the galaxy after what had happened. But he was not dead. Not yet, there. And he held within him information. I intended to take him prisoner. However, if you read the report, you would know that. However, that was not possible at the time. And at the time, we were running low on supplies, running low on ammunition, and running low on time. The world was coming to an end. He was not dead yet. We had no choice. Well, no, I can't say that. There was a choice. We could have killed him. But then I wouldn't be here talking to you. The good General Vect wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't have this discussion on what the true threat is to the galaxy at the moment. No, there'd just be no survivors from that planet. It'd be as if it were blinked away. But you phrase this as a question of my loyalty. Do you understand what you are insinuating?
I could put it in plain basic for you. We're not
Yes, that's
sure
what
if
you
you're not
think.
serving the Dominions even still. You say he's an upstart. He's a Sith officer, Sith Lord, an officer of the Dominion who had a reputation before you freed him. It seems like it's dialed up to 11 now. But
There are a dime a dozen. Any military officer can tell you that. A new Sith pops up. They cause havoc, wreak chaos across the galaxy, and oh, they're dead. Taken out by a new upstart Sith trying to climb the ranks. I want to say it, to ask me. You said it before as you were going into this new line of questioning. I want you to outright ask me. I'm under oath. I must see the truth. Ask me. Look me in the eye. Look me in my one good eye. I lost this eye, you know. You said to put it into plain basic. I said I appreciated that because basic is not my first language. Sometimes its complexities are lost on me. When I first came to the Republic, they had jokingly asked me to prove my loyalty by snapping this stock of mine. I did not get the joke. So I did so. I have blinded myself. I have blinded one of my eyes, but I have done so much more. So ask, look me in the eye.
roll a persuasion check.
Could that be intimidation?
Yeah, sure.
Not necessarily to like full like he isn't how do I describe this? Basically, this is like nah, ask me, do it, look me in the eye. So I think intimidation is fitting.
Perfect. Somebody roll an intimidation check for Caesar.
Caesar will not be going for the frightened thing of this. This is just Caesar being Caesar.
I did that one.
So you got a 20 for Caesar. You see Avon kind of stepping back a little bit. You see a bit of sweat on his brow as he kind of gives a peculiar look. But you see Senator from Corellia, what was his name again? Something else. Garm Al.
Senator Rice or so.
Orso, yep. Senator Orso.
He's
got a
Senator Rice in my notes.
Senator Orso, who was he again? Sorry.
He's a Carillion senator from. He's a senator from Corellia. He's the one that used to be a military man, and
Oh,
the one that so most likely, if you could prove a case, may be more sympathetic. But you see the general lean in and kind of clear his throat, and he says, "Enough criffing around, even Caesar. Are you an operative of the Dominion, or are you a servant of the Republic? Answer this so we can griff and be done with this farce."
thank you. I was waiting for him to ask that for so long there. And he looks him in the eye, stands up tall like a soldier, responding to I forget the exact word, basically to an officer above him. And he will say, I thank you. And he will say, I do not serve the Dominion any longer. I cut ties long ago. I stole one of their ships in the night, and I left everything I had behind. I am loyal and a servant of the Republic. I would die for the Republic. I have fought for the Republic. I have survived for the Republic.
Perfect. You see Senator Avon looks a little pulsed, and then Senator Orso from Corellia goes, "There, you got your answer. Let's move. Let's move the criff on and get to the real business." It's easier. You've earned another political point for the crew, putting you guys up to 4 so far. And you see Supreme Chancellor Oveno kind of swivel his large Montgomery eyes across the assembled crew. And he goes, "We've learned much about you today. The last line of questioning we have is for you as a group before we end the session for today and pick up tomorrow with this supposed invader threat that you've come across. Your time on Kashyyyk has been noted across the galaxy, and it's something of a point of concern between ourselves as well as the galaxy at large. While Kashyyyk may no longer be a part of the Republic, it is still a world that we value, as well as the Wookiee support is support that we wish to earn back. What do you all have to say for what took place on Kashyyyk with the Crusaders?"
If I may, and he'll look to the party, may I speak once? I intend to tell the truth.
Oh, the truth.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is in part because I don't know if Caesar has the highest charisma, but I do know he's got persuasion and intimidation locked out very good.
He surprisingly does, I think, with his 2.
Yes,
I have a +1.
I invest. And so he'll turn around. As I said before, I must go back to a prior question to answer this question. One of my answers was that I was a religious man, that I had traveled across the galaxy. During on my search of faith, I did fall in line with the Wookiees for a time. These trees are sacred to me. I could recite to you stories passed down of word of mouth and by text in the native language. I will tell you the truth of what happened. We did not poison the Shadowlands. We did not set fire to the tree. However, the Crusaders had made base there and had defiled the tree and the people of the tree, and had convinced them to sell themselves into slavery. I have very strong opinions on that. As many of you will know, and I will confirm here for those who do not, I was a slave once before the Dominion had freed me. So I am very close to the tree people and the Wookiees and their history and what they have fought for. I had also died. Luckily, I was brought to a back of the tank by these fine men, and I was revived, but at the loss and cost of my hand. I was upset. I was proud of my crew, and these, whether or not you believe in these invaders, it must be known, even if you believe these invaders are simply another branch of the Dominion, another Sith threat, that the Crusaders had thrown their lot. So we wished to strike out against the Crusaders. However, our resources were low. We had barely been able to scrape by. And I did in fact I ordered the destruction of one branch. However, I did not set fire to the tree. I know for a fact those explosives would not set fire to that tree. I made certain. And I would not poison the Shadowlands. I say that again. I would not poison them. But the tree had been defied. And it was time to cut a rotten branch with those cretins that scorned it.
You see the Supreme Chancellor kind of look out to the rest of the group and go, what do the rest of you have to add? Who set this explosive? What truly took place here?
So Dash would he just kind of pipe up and raise his hand, like, yep. I set the explosives. I believe it was 3 charges and a circular pattern around the branch. I personally crafted those explosives, and I can certainly testify. And you may think I'm a little crazy, okay? But these people are very crazy. And as an expert in explosives, I can assure you that we did not set a fire.
You see the Supreme Chancellor nod and say, anything else to say to the rest of you have? All right. Caesar, make me a persuasion check with advantage.
I'll do that.
Oh, thank God. For a second, I thought I was going to be normal disadvantage.
The Dash kind of came in and gave you some help there, so I'll give it to you at
Can I
advantage.
give myself my tactical analysis for that one?
Oh, sure. Can you give yourself tactical analysis?
It's one friendly creature. I know you can target yourself, but I actually don't know off the top of my head if you can use it on yourself for that purpose.
I will just do this with advantage on that one.
Okay, got it.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you got 21. So you see something that the heads nod around the group. They go, so we'll take your testimony into consideration that you did not poison the Shadowlands or set fire to the Wyshik tree. Though you are confirming that you did indeed blow part of the Wyshik tree apart. Is that correct?
We used explosives to sever one of the branches. Yeah.
You see it pointing to kind of what looks to be like a little projector screen, and you see it kind of pause for a moment, then showing kind of outside what looks to be the senatorial chambers, kind of on the very kind of one of the high rises where the Senate's located, like one of the areas where people can gather outside the Senate, and you see a pretty raucous looking protest going on. You see Wookiees among the number. You see a lot of humans, a few Twi'leks and Trandoshans, all kind of mixed in there. And you see many people shouting, "Justice for Kashyyyk! Down with the traitors!" You see even some wearing Crusader colors mixed in within the protests. And you see, and while we may take your testimony into effect, do know that your
Permission to speak
actions have
freely.
destabilized the galaxy.
Sir, please, permission to speak freely.
It's already been granted to you.
Thank you. Something that is clearly being missed, something that is clearly not being understood and being lost in the subtlety is this. We did not set fire to that tree. Someone did. Do you not understand that it is one of two people? Either the one that the Crusaders were working with or the Crusaders themselves. They destroyed that tree. They had taken from one limb being removed the chance to sully a name, a few names that have already been sullied, to point blame at us. Of all things, to destroy this ancient and most holy tree. They have burnt it to the ground, and I see their colors out there. This cannot stand.
As I said, we've taken your testimony into advisement. You did blow up a tree branch that was loaded with other ships. Dash's testimony has been taken into account too as the one who has set the bombs, but we just heard about his missteps at Mustafar. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt and not hold you in contempt, but we cannot clear your name for this because we do not know that it was not you who caused it.
May I speak on Dash's capability?
We've already seen his report. We do not need any extra coloring for his abilities. We've heard your testimony and what you provided. And while this committee is not looking to try you for the destruction of a beautiful relic of Kashyyyk, we also will not speak to the public on your behalf.
Thank you.
That is the end of our questions for today. You'll have opportunities to present your evidence tomorrow. Before you leave, do you have, as a group, any parting words?
Yes, Senator. Point of clarification, I did not blow the tree apart. It was specifically to already cascade a failing infrastructure design in the tree. It was cracked. I am not sloppy. I don't know. I just want that for the report. I did not blow the tree apart. I caused a cascading failure in a stress point of the tree. Big difference. I'd like that clarified.
You see, yeah, we'll put that in the record for you. Well, if that is all, you all again get some rest, and we'll see you back in the chambers tomorrow. And you see him kind of pound his hand and go, adjourned. And your pods begin to return back towards the kind of the other end of the cemetery, the kind of the grand chamber, the grand rotunda of the Senate. And you are able to kind of get towards the back rooms that have been provided for you. You see General Vet waiting for you there, along with Master Kalu, and kind of see a nice bit of reprieve too from kind of the prying eyes that have been on you and away from the grilling of the Senates. What's the crew thinking?
Oh, I need to poop. It's so scary. Oh, I'm glad we didn't have to talk though. Too much. Whew. I mean, If they knew the real reason we were there, I think we'd be in even deeper shit.
I mean, they're probably going to find out tomorrow.
Well, as long as we didn't deny anything, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah,
No contempt charge, at least.
yeah. Also, Caesar, why did you say that you ordered it? It wasn't your idea. It was mine. I didn't want to argue in front. I didn't want to argue in front of the Senate for the sake of looking disjointed. But is there a reason?
I am an officer of the Republic. You were working underneath me at the time. It will fall upon me.
Ooh, no. I don't need to lie to these chumps. I appreciate what you tried to do, but don't worry about it.
How else am I supposed to thank you?
I think that I should have talked to the corruption of the forests and what we saw below with the Y shocks and everything else. But while you were talking, Caesar, I did hear you and you made really good points. But I'm so caught up in my head about what they were bringing up about my history and everything. And I think that that's what their strategy was. And I got so thrown off by it that I forgot the strategy that I gave you guys. I forgot to breathe, Dash.
Yeah, wasn't it like count to 6, then talk, or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
I failed that one too.
this
Dash
is
is
on
really
purpose.
distraught. He's like, I did not blow up the tree. I offered to blow up the tree. He's still just raging about this. Like,
I would not list that your capabilities are not in question. They are simply being difficult.
Tegan, is that tree? Is it gone? Is that the understanding here? Like the tree's just.
It's not gone. Like it's just heavily damaged.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my god! Like we blew it up and like the whole thing collapses. Oh, what'd you do?
I did offer to collapse the entire tree, and I was told no.
Well, that should work in our favor, right? Like we wanted to blow the whole thing up, but we were told no, only take a limb of it. So that's what we did.
Yeah.
I don't know how well that would work. In our defense. Like,
This is all on purpose. They're bringing up the worst parts of our lives and letting us sleep on it. That way, that's the first thing we're thinking of when we come to see him in the next day. Don't let this get to you. We're in the right.
Oh, that thing they said about me is just a bald-faced lie.
I had never heard that about you.
Yeah, it's. I'm not bringing it up, and I'm glad that you haven't, because that means at least the cantinas don't pass it around. But at the same time, it's still not something you want said about you, especially in, given what I'm trying to do. That's a stain on your reputation, whether it's true or not. But I have the capability, but it's in the same way that someone gets bitten to develop an anti-venom. I'm not doing it to actually poison anything. I'm doing it to not poison stuff. That's the whole point, to fix the poisoned and the damaged goods that everybody else loves to do to this galaxy. That's my role. I'm a cleaner. I'm the gardener. I tend the garden. I don't poison the garden. That's entirely antithetical to everything about me. I guess it does get to me in a bit, but that's why I didn't talk. Because there's nothing good I could possibly say to these people. They're going to say what they want, and they're going to lie, and they're going to make shit up. I think the only thing that really will serve us is solid, factual evidence that they can't deny.
Yeah. And don't give them too much. The more words you give them, the more they have to spin. Careful.
Exactly. Just answer the question and shut up. Did you do this? Just say yes. Well, I mean, no. Don't say that. This is hypothetical. but
Something I was quite surprised
Dash,
they didn't bring
forget
up
the
was
last
my
5
multiple
seconds.
genocide.
sorry,
They
what was that,
thought
Caesar?
something I was quite surprised by is that they did not bring up my multiple genocides, but instead to question my loyalty first.
Yeah, that is weird.
Completely
You'd think genocide might be the first thing on their tongue instead of, did you blow up a tree branch? Like, that's what you're concerned about? A tree branch?
Well,
Yeah, never mind
here-
that entire planet of people I slaughtered. Ignore that.
I mean, here's the thing. This was just between us and the senators. Once this is nice and visible and out there, they're going to bring up the worst possible things they can think of and catch us off guard and try to make us look stupid to the public eye.
That's probably why they didn't want it public, because they don't know too
Yeah.
much about us. This stuff's all rumor. If we confirm any of this stuff.
The way I'm seeing it, they're taking it easy on us for now. This is going to get worse before it gets over.
What's with that one guy? Like, he's talking like there's cameras all the time. That guy just does not stop bloviating, does he?
Yeah.
Just
yes,
shut
he's
up.
the one from Alderaan. Could you imagine he called his swine stock?
Well, that planet's gonna get what's coming to it one of these days, I guarantee it.
I hope so.
Walk around drinking crappy wine, swill. Eventually someone's gonna get sick of that.
That was funny. I'll give you that one.
Some thousand or so years later, give or take, right?
Yeah, what is it? 1500? Is that
Yeah.
I think I'm actually about like just around 1,000 because I think it's like
okay? This is pre-Bane. We're pre-Bane, right?
Oh yeah, we're pre-Bane. Yeah, it's
Well,
like 1,100 I think away.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Real fast, how's General Beck reacting to all of our stuff now that it's all done, happened, out in the open? What's his reaction to the crew right now?
He looks slightly relieved, but he's got kind of that ramrod straight kind of business face. All that you guys have seen from him. He will go. Congratulations. If I be honest, I bet Kalu that you all would poodoo the bed, if you know what I mean. But you actually you seem real competent out there. You scored some points against those little blowhards. Good job.
You will win a lot of money, don't you, from constantly betting against them?
You see Kalu kind of give a sly smile and go, "The Force works in mysterious ways."
Speaking of the Force, does the Senate? Do we know if they know about the Force and the Vong? Has that connection been established, or?
Oh, you see that and Kalu report. We've put it in the reports. Kalu's own version trying to sense them out, as well as reports you all have submitted that can I see if they Geared, I believe it was, could not feel them as well as the Sith prisoner.
I was concerned about that. I'm wondering if the good master here could shed some light on that. Has there been any development, any sort of way around it, or is it just for now a thing we have to just accept?
See, Kalu, unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to study the Vong. I've only encountered them above Vela and been stuck in this senatorial muck since then. And our order has been slowly pulling back. We've got knights among some of the Republic forces still pushing against the Dominion, but we've bringing more of them home.
Okay.
Right,
Perhaps
you've been here this whole time.
Yes, you see that kind of just shake his head, spit. It's been criffing hell. We're trying to get back to the fleet, but they just question after question after question.
We nearly died probably 3 times, and I think you had it harder than us.
I'd have traded places with you if they let me. He goes, well, you kind of see him pull a data pad out of his jacket. I don't know if you all have heard, you've been hyperspace, but there's been a couple of big Dominion attacks too that's got them a little more riled up than usual. Thing is, Kalen.
See, it finally happened.
Oh, what did you say, Caesar?
He said, "Oh, it finally happened," like he was expecting it.
He goes, thing is, Kalen and I have been observing him and a couple of our buddies in intelligence. We don't think this was Dominion. We think this is somebody setting the Dominion up to take the fall. Because there's been attacks on both planets, both our Ancient as well as Phomos and Hut Space. Base Delta Zero burned down to the ground. No survivors. No plant life made truly uninhabitable. But we don't. It doesn't feel Dominion. We've got some data here. If you guys have extra time, take a look at it. I'm sure that's going to be part of their line of questioning tomorrow, just due to how I've seen them operate. So, if you can uncover anything from this, it may give you some levers to pull tomorrow.
I should be careful.
And he goes,
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Foremost is the Hut world, but what's the other one? Ancient?
Ancient.
Who controls that one?
It was a republic world, largely agricultural. It was on the border with Dominion territory. It kind of seemed lean in. Honestly, it's a republic world, and I defend it with my life. But if you had to pick a place to invade, it's nearly worthless. It's not even worth burning to the ground.
That was my next question. What makes these worlds to attack? Is there anything strategic there? Or how did Foremost look before it allegedly got bombed? It's a Hut world. Come on.
World.
It can't be that. It can't be that much of a garden world.
It wasn't really strategically important. The Huts is mainly a den for some of their activities. Did a little bit of spice trading, a little bit of kind of arms manufacture, but really, it's strategically overall unimportant. It's a world that's easy to hit, but definitely not one to burn to the ground.
I've done this before, going after a strategically simply, but not strategically target, staying there, just burning it to the ground, making a big show of it to send some kind of message. Yeah.
Well, Caesar, what about these dirty bomb attacks that were also reported? Does that even sound like something that the Dominion would do? That seems really zealot-like.
No. This is a new upstart Sith. That's a new general who has something for explosives. But no. It does not sound right.
And I mean, just to fill in the blank there, I'm leaning towards it being the Crusaders. And from what we saw on Kashyyyk, Crusaders and Bong, they're working together. And then you have these random attacks and them calling out for the Dominion. It seems like they're trying to turn us on each other. And they're making us right in the middle of the spotlight. One people with all the proof.
Do the Dominion typically call out their name when they do stuff? I mean, you usually know it's them, right?
No, usually
know that calls out their name before they do stuff.
I don't know why, but that's hilarious to me. Just like, does the Dominion normally? No. You want to know who does?
What was their slogan again?
Oh, liberation for all.
Liberation for all.
Liberation for all. It's like one of them's almost says it, liberation for the Dominion.
Anybody can shout their name after they go kick a baby in the face. That doesn't mean that person kicked the baby in the face. I mean, if we could do the same thing, we can go plant a bomb on the Dominion and say for the Republic. I mean, well, although technically we would be somewhat Republic with you two. You know what I mean? Or Mandalore. Like, what? You had nothing to do with it. I mean,
yeah. To be fair, I've heard my fair share of Republic soldiers yell out for the Republic before they gave it up for the Republic.
Those are the ones that usually get call that facts. Thank you.
Yeah. Why would you yell? I mean, it just makes you a target. I don't know.
Well, perhaps we could find something within this data dump.
Yeah. I mean, has the Dominion claimed responsibility? They'd probably be gloating about this if it was them.
General Vet shakes his head. Dominion's been real quiet. Nothing from Darth Dominus, nothing from his ministers. Actually, Dominus has been pretty quiet the last few months. No major rock proclamations. Just him and Galvin going through the devastation of Kali, some purges within the military. It's been odd behavior from them.
Whoa, wait a minute. Purges.
No,
Him and Galvin actually led the operation for him, but they went around and some of their even senior officers, none of the Sith, but a few of their kind of more decorated ground and air forces slaughtered.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what your intelligence is like, but did you know the criteria for said purge?
Haven't been able to get it out of them. From what we've seen from some of our spies and within the Dominion, it seems almost at random. They think Galvin's making a power play, but it's usually Dominus puts everybody down. If anybody tries to make too big a power play like that, he'll swat them down himself. But Galvin seems to have his backing right now.
Well, seeing
Wait,
how far spread the Crusaders are, what if they found a group of traitors in their midst, or people that were coordinating or working with the Crusaders? You see how far their reach has gone, and even more so with the most recent announcement while we were on the way here. You know, that's okay. It was a small match before, but now it seems like it's a bonfire, and it's only getting bigger. I think tomorrow's hearing is going to play a big part into what happens next. But the Dominion, this all seems completely unlike them.
On the back of what Dr. Dici said, is there any way to cross-reference the one where they've been purged with like were they on Frontier Worlds, or was this within their own like secure worlds, or was this, was it truly random, or there's got to be some pattern to this, just not considering certain factors maybe, and that's why it doesn't make sense.
Only
At
pattern we've
least
been able to
that's how
find
Turk
is
would tell us to look at it. But they're a profit, so
only pattern we found has been their officers. Not much of their kind of their ground crews or their grunts. It's been officers, some of them long standing too, but that's all we've been able to find so far.
I must say, Vect, do you truly not understand what's happening with the Dominion? Do you not understand?
Bailey and I think it could be infiltration, as you guys mentioned, by the Crusaders. We also think Dominus may just be firming up his own support with Galvin as his heir. But you never really know with those Sith. They always like to play their power games. They're always trying to take each other down. This may be the first signs of Dominus's will starting to crack, and some of those old Sith tendencies starting to come out.
You said don't know. General Vex, do you understand what it takes to put a Sith on the defensive yet?
Yeah, those bastards are usually more likely to strike out than defend.
Exactly. Even if their backs are on the wall, they make you the path of least resistance. To make a Sith defensive, you must strike from within. Make them second guess. This is what is happening. Dominus would not simply fortify his barriers and stop pushing forward for any measly threat or any simple coup happening with the Sith. It is most likely that these invaders have struck it just as deep with him as they have us. But he understands that these invaders are a massive threat, so he's fortified his barriers and works to cleanse them from within. It is likely, if these officers are officers, truly, that the invaders have been a part of their territory for a long time and have gotten into their military standings, or simply have far more advanced technology than we realize.
Gotta see him nod. He goes, it could be. We'll take it into advisement. I'll pass up the chain to intelligence to see if they can kind of sniff out the truth there.
Just remember, Sith do not go under the fence unless they are doubtful.
See him nod. He goes, some truth in that. But you all get some rest. Take a look at this data. Report back what you find. I feel like they went hard at you guys today, but as you said, tomorrow they're going to get into your testimony on the Yuzon Vong and the Invaders. They're going to push you. As I said, Ovado, he's a military man, but he wants the Dominion dead for what they've done to Mon Cal. And I don't think he really wants anything getting in the way of that. So he's going to be a bit of a tough sell. So he kind of passes off the data card towards you. You do see a Republic soldier come up and kind of begin escorting you guys out of the senatorial chambers towards the entrance. You are able to get back your weapons, your armor, kind of all the things you left behind. Though Dash, you do notice that kind of jury-rigged explosive you left is gone.
So I'm gonna ask about it.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
so what happened? Where do you put it?
So you see the guard looks a little uncomfortable, and he goes, we had to dispose of that due to Protocol C35.
Protocol 3C5. You made that up.
You can see, no, sir, I did not. You can make an insight check if you like.
Tegan made that up.
Oh,
The officer did not.
Oh, yeah.
Reaction! Help action!
Oh, the help action won't help, I assure you. Insight? Okay, here we go. Nice.
It did help. He didn't make up the protocol, but you kind of get like a little sketchy feel from him. He's not making eye contact. A little bit shifty in his uniform. It definitely it doesn't sound like they got rid of it like for the right reasons. Just kind of as you hear him speak.
And so I'll just be like, nah, don't worry. It's gonna blow up on its own soon anyways, so I'm sure it's somewhere safe. Just walk away.
All right. Well, as you guys are escorted out, loaded back up with your gear, you do kind of hear chanting, "Justice for Kashyyyk," put them in chains, jail the traitors. You hear all of the shouting coming from kind of outside the door. And as they open the door to the senatorial chambers, you see people with pickets, billboards. You can see that there's some Republic guards kind of trying to hold them back, but it's definitely a bit of a madhouse. What's the crew doing?
I would like to do something immediately.
What's Caesar thinking?
Caesar's gonna be swaggering, and as he does, I want just the menacing aura of Caesar, like walking out of here to just put everyone to silence. I'd like to roll intimidation and use the frighten thing, but to affect the crowd.
What's your thing? How many people does it affect?
It usually only affects one per target, one per action rather.
All right. So unfortunately that wouldn't apply here. These guys are, you could definitely try to intimidate one, but there's a pretty big crowd. They are pissed. You see some Wookiees howling in the group as well. They seem pretty unhappy with what you've done.
So I can't put the crowd to silence with the frightened effect then. In that case, it'll just be like the aura around him. I'd like to roll that.
So you'd like to do what?
I'd like to roll intimidation for just the aura around Caesar, just to possibly keep them from throwing anything at the party.
Unfortunately, no roll for that one. You could definitely kind of project an intimidating aura, but these guys are pretty angry looking as you guys kind of make your way down the Senate steps. Is outside of that, is the crew doing anything else?
Talus will just pull like the hood of his Umbaran robe that he's wearing. It's kind of a hardened hood. It almost looks like a shell when it comes up, and he just pulls it up and over. He just stares at the ground as he's like walking through.
Dash is gonna do something stupid.
What's Dash?
So I feel like if Dash was in this situation, so the first thing I did is I got all my guns back and all my grenades. I'm gonna hold up a grenade and just start counting down from 5, just really loud, just 5, 4, 3, and then when I get to 1, I'm gonna underhand it. I'm gonna swap it. I'm gonna like try like a sleight of hand and swap it for something harmless, like a roll of just bandages or something, and I'm gonna toss it into the crowd.
Caesar is losing it. He's losing his mind. He is wheezing. He almost went to the floor with that one. He is laughing.
All right. So, sleight of hand check. Everybody make a perception check as you guys see this crowd raging.
Perception check. Okay, I'll do one for Caesar. Sorry.
Little did we know someone else threw a grenade at the exact same time.
Okay. All right. Sweet.
Before all this, Uli was just going to keep up Saber Ward just in case the crowd got antsy. It might come in handy even more now.
You could definitely get Saber Ward up. Vars, what were you doing?
It looks like Vars wholeheartedly believes that Dash is going to throw a grenade into the crowd.
So
no, you didn't answer it. What was his reaction to that?
Oh yeah,
what's his reaction?
Well, he's readying his rifle. Okay.
Well, Dash, you made this portion go even better than I expected for it to go. So, Talus, Uli, you guys even see that Dash switches out the grenade at the last minute. It just throws like, what was it, like a dud or like a rock or something into
just like one of those rolls of like bandages that you'd have in like a med kit or something.
Yeah. So you guys saw that switch. You see him throw it, kind of hits the ground and rolls for a second, and you guys see, because you're paying attention, from a different spot than where that grenade went off or that grenade fell, another explosion goes off. And Dash, no roll necessary. That's your jury rig bomb that you put out there. Somebody tinkered with it and used it for something else.
Immediately Caesar he is no longer laughing. He just looks over. He has full faith in Dash that wasn't like Dash didn't mess up there, and he's immediately like, was that in the crowd or was that somewhere else?
That unfortunately was in the crowd. You see kind of people clutching the other sides, burn marks. You don't see any fatalities, but there's some severe casualties or severe injuries from that bomb as it explodes in the middle of the crowd.
Did they make it weaker?
And you see kind of within there, a number of people begin to a lot of the civilians are screaming and running, but you see some look over and yell, "Justice for Kashyyyk." And we're going to go to a break and we're going to get to combat.
Oh, no!
Damn.
Okay, so they're definitely going to try and pin the explosion on us. But that was the most perfectly timed thing.
So Dash just goes, "That wasn't me."
That was perfect. That was my hope. That was my plan before. When I mentioned that the explosive being gone, I'm like, they're going to do something to try to pin it on you guys, but I did not expect Dash to make it perfect.
All right.
We had a corrupt officer that was stealing stuff from people that come in. Corrupt customs officer.
All right. freaking, are we gonna hop into our white Ford Bronco and drive down the highway now?
Does Sash get an inspiration? Do we get an
Oh
inspiration?
yeah, I'll give you
for
guys.
that?
Actually, I'm gonna give one of you guys that right now. I think I'm gonna give you guys one for the RP earlier, and I'll definitely one for making that scenario just go the exact way I want. Didn't even know I wanted it to
Oh,
go. I
Lord.
didn't-
For putting it on,
Fuck.
for setting the ball on the tee for you.
yeah, it's like
Just by all means.
yeah. So you guys actually maxed out with the inspo, so you're at 5 and 5 now.
Right.
So you
Wait,
got-
hold on. With the customs officer, they know that Dash put one of those bombs in. That bomb didn't get given back to Dash, right? They would know that, right?
it was like, oh, so you just were kind of the Republic soldiers. And there was a shifty soldier that Dash talked to for a bit.
I like to imagine that soldier had armor that was not the right size for him.
he was shifting uncomfortable in his uniform. He was
Sugar and water. Uh-oh.
So that went the way I wanted it to. But we'll take a quick break. We'll come back at 8:40. Get into a combat. I think this will be a fun scenario. I hope because it's a little bit different than our usual ones. So should be pretty fun. We'll come back a little bit later.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. We're in a bit of a crazy situation out here. Oops. The crew has kind of set off the hornet's nest a little bit, for lack of a better way to put it. They have earned the wrath of the citizens outside who were protesting their involvement on what occurred in Kashyyyk, and now they're gonna have to deal with that. So let me throw you guys on the battle map. So you guys see kind of in the corner. Let me readjust it for the stream too. So you guys see what looks to be 3 injured civilians who are kind of rapidly bleeding out at the moment. You all see kind of a crowd that looks caught between running and fighting, and you see some kind of readying themselves to kind of for combat too. You see some pulling out blasters and some kind of look like they were a little prepared for this. So let me get the initiative up. Roll for initiative.
Are we doing tactical or are we completely? Actually, that's a good question.
Oh,
Did
and you
these
guys
guys
would be
get a
kind of towards
surprise
the
round on
southern
that?
edge. Not a surprise round.
Okay.
They kind of were surprised at how the events took off themselves. Oh, and you guys would be towards the south, kind of about where Caesar is. Oh, I should start rolling too.
Fully armed do these guys look? 'Cause unfortunately, I can't see the map with the tokens.
Oh, definitely. So what we're going to do for that one is on you guys' turn. You can make a perception check. Perception, actually, you can use your bonus, or you can actually make a free check, either perception or insight, to kind of see who's kind of heavily armed here, who looks like they're kind of caught up in the moment, and who looks like they're here for a little bit more.
Is there someone that's gonna run up fisticuffs us thinking we threw a grenade? Actually, no, that makes a lot more sense than I say out loud.
So we got the civilians in. Let's get some of the other guys in.
Do we know which of these guys are, or the perception check is which ones are hostile versus not?
So insight be who's hostile, who's not. Perception be kind of see who's kind of more armed, who's got kind of looks like legit gear.
Okay. And what about seeing who's hurt? Is that more of a medicine?
Oh,
action?
that's just you guys saw the grenade go off, so you guys see for sure those 3 people are rapidly bleeding out.
The X's?
The X's, yeah.
Okay.
Right. And I'm rolling a couple of these hidden, just not to spoil the fun. Uli, what's your passive perception?
Let me see here. 17.
17.
Man, it's been a while since we've had some combat.
It's been a bit. Oh, and I should mention too, for anybody that is for kind of following along with the official invasion adventure for Adventure 4, this one's not in there. This is one that I thought would be fun after some of their actions on Kashyyyk, and because we hadn't had a combat in a little bit, so decided to throw this one in. Who was that? All right. So you guys do see one of the members kind of pop forward, and you see him kind of advance in, and he pulls out a legit-looking blaster rifle, and he lines it up, and it spoils a little bit of some of the surprise here, but you see him line up that blaster rifle and take a shot at. Oh, he's gonna take a shot at Vars.
The most heavily armored man here. This man has picked the fight with the Mandalorian.
Oops, I forgot to turn that. There we go. Why is that not rolling?
I rolled 2 of them. I don't know.
Oh, did it roll?
It did.
Blaster rifle, and then it switched back over to you. I don't know what's going on. 2 of them, 14s.
Oh, weird.
At least I see them. Are you on private still, or?
I could be.
Oh, okay. So I saw 2 14s. So I don't know what you're supposed to see, but
Yeah, so the 214s. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, so it rolled. He missed. So you see him kind of pop out of behind his cover. Let off 2 shots, and they go completely wide. And you see him kind of jump back a little bit and try to scuttle back behind his cover. All right, you've got civilian team A. You see 3 of the civilians kind of dispersed in the crowds begin to kind of lift their signs, their protest signs, pick up rocks off the ground. They begin to hurl them at the crew. One's going to throw one at Talus, one's going to throw one at Uli, and the other's going to throw one at poor Caesar. You see these civilians kind of lift their improvised weapons and just chuck them at you.
The infamous rocks.
They're back.
Oh, look at they rolled pretty bad. Because a 15 doesn't hit Uli, and a 10 and a 6 don't hit Talus and Caesar. So you see these are completely.
A 10 will hit me because I
Oh.
don't have my armor.
Oof.
I don't have my armor or shields.
do you have any decks?
Like
Do you have any
Oh.
no decks?
I had to catch up in my head. I was like, no.
Oh,
All right, so you guys see this
I have a
guy
question.
sloppily throw a rock, and it just collides with poor Talus for 5 damage. What was your question, Caesar?
What's Caesar's deck spot? I need to know this because that plus 10 is his current AC.
That's a good question.
14.
Yep, so you got a +2. So yeah, so you'll be
Right.
at 12.
Thank you.
All right. So they go first. So you guys see the Wookiee who's standing there in the corner barrel out and he let out a howl. And he is charging in. And he is going to go after Caesar. And you see he's unarmed, just large Wookiee-like arms, splayed, and he is just growling at you. And he lunges forward and attacks twice, just trying to beat you into the ground. There we go.
It's a go. Oh no.
Unfortunately, both will hit. So you see him smash into you. First hit doing 10 damage, second hit doing 7. And he is going to, you see as he hits you, he grapples you up. And you could use you have to make a DC 16 strength check to escape that grapple. And he is going to pull back a bit and take you with him.
Does this is this the crowd goer or is this guy like going for it?
He's going for it. He is trying his best to beat you down.
Is he trying to kill Caesar or kidnap him? Were those strikes pulled back at all, or were they going for the throat?
Oh no, this looks like he is trying to kill you. And also, let me throw
Oh,
a
no.
copy of the map in there for you as well. But you guys are a Coruscant, and kind of that, and it doesn't look the greatest. But that blue area on the end, that's the sky. That's kind of the Coruscant. I should have mentioned this when we were going to. That's kind of like Coruscant skyline, and he is pulling back towards that. You guys are all terrible for initiative.
Well, it should be me up.
Is it?
Yeah.
do you mean?
I had a weird thing. I'm not able to like touch anything on here, and the blocks are highlighted. Which Wookiee actually did that stuff?
This guy over here.
don't-
You're not on
I
the
might-
initiative. What'd you roll?
I am the top. I rolled a Or no, I rolled an 11. Why did it show me? Mine's all messed up.
I
I
think
think
you
I need
might
to
have-
reload.
I think you might have rolled for Caesar.
I did roll for Caesar, and then I rolled for myself as well. Caesar got a 21. I got an 11.
Okay, so
I
that,
don't know
that was
what's going
a
on.
little bit out of order because I
I'm
think
gonna
that
reload
was like an 18 or an initiative, or am I looking at that wrong?
Well, let's get you this. So Caesar's supposed to be 25, you said?
21.
21.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
Uli was an 11, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my thing froze up too, so I don't know if that was something on my end or what happened there.
All right. So we should be good now.
That does, however, mean that I think we skipped Caesar then because he was on our initiative.
Oh, yeah.
before.
Caesar was, so he'd be up first then.
Oh.
So we'll have you go now. So yeah, unfortunately you are grappled with the Wookiee. Let me throw a little map in there for you, so you can kind of see what's going on. What's Caesar thinking of doing?
What kind of action would it be to get an insight check to see if this guy, like, could he be talked down or not?
Oh, you could definitely make an insight check to kind of see what his deal is. That's a free action. So you guys will all have kind of a free or bonus action or free action to do insight or perception to kind of see kind of who's heavily armed and what everybody's deal is.
I think Caesar is good at insight, so I'm gonna go for insight.
All right.
I'll roll it for him.
Okay. Nice. You see, this guy is like he's a Wookiee. You gotta know that they're usually strong. Well, this guy is stronger than your average Wookiee. He definitely looks like he's got military training, or at least this is not his first kind of scrape that he's been in. He looks like he's here to carry out something that it's important to him, and he's willing to kill for it. Definitely kind of as a
Okay.
trained militaristic bearing, as you kind of see in his fighting style and the way he's carrying out this attack.
How old is this? Like, how experienced kind of military training? Like, way bit back, or is this someone who's been like within the past year or two?
Oh no, this is fresh. This looks like he looks polished.
I see. So Caesar, huh. Not much I can do here off the top of my head, other from start. You know what? I imagine Caesar seeing this as military. This is not the right play, but he's gonna go fisticuffs with this dude. It's just how he does. It's how he's built. He's so he's going to bonus action mark. Actually, no, that wouldn't help too much doing that. Because I was going to mark him with my my tactical thing. I can't remember the name right now. But that only helps with finesse weapons. That wouldn't help the unarmed strike at all.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, and no Brutus either. In that case, flavoring out, go for him. Go fisticuffs is trying to break out from the grapple.
All right. Somebody roll a strength check for Caesar.
Yeah.
I don't think Caesar actually. I think he isn't negative strength. I think he's got 12 for that.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, he does. He's not negative.
Yo,
But,
so that's good.
It didn't go well either way.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So
Hard to make a 4 better.
let's see. I have something then. Oh no. I can't see my maneuvers right now. I know there's one that I can use for like movement speed and getting someone up to me. I genuinely don't know which one it is, so I'm gonna ignore that thought for now. So in that case, bonus action, Commander's Strike.
All right. Who you have an attack?
Good question. Who looks like they actually have their weapons pulled out right now?
Well, Dash Dash and Vars for sure, because Dash had his guns out earlier before he did the grenade.
Yeah.
Like
And,
the full rotary?
Yeah. Well, Vars legit thought that Dash was just attacking civilians, and he's like, okay, that's what we're doing.
I do have my wrist blasters actually still attached.
Yeah,
that's
they
right.
got
They never-
security. Yeah,
I got them through security.
You know what? He's gonna get Dash on this real fast.
All right. Dash, you could use a reaction to make an attack. Who you shooting up?
Can I make actually no, that's all right. Yeah, I'll shoot the Wookiee that has them, and yeah, I'm gonna actually open up on with my rotary cannon on this one.
Dash, do you
Caesar
have
will
insight
say-
proficiency?
No, I don't.
Okay, yep. All right.
Caesar will say not to shoot the kill.
It's a rotary cannon.
It's a rotary cannon.
It's hard to make that less than lethal.
If I guess if that's the case, if I heard him say that as an attack action, can I throw a grenade, or does it have to be like just a regular weapon attack?
Oh, let me see. I think you can throw a grenade.
I think a grenade is a weapon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So go
So
for it.
yeah.
It's a thrown weapon.
I'll throw a stun grenade, and so it'll hit. I guess there's no way I'm going to not hit. Yeah, so it'll be.
What's a few more civilians? Right?
I don't really know if I can hit all of them. If I can't hit all four, then I'll hit these three.
All right.
Yeah, this is not going to help with the story of like. So he threw a grenade. Yeah, no, it wasn't a real grenade. But here he threw a real grenade. This was a stun grenade.
Yeah, the first one was a fake out. The real ones were real, but this was a fake out.
You guys gotta look at the order of events.
Yeah.
Real fast, did these guys time that out with what he was doing, or was that just a happy accident for them?
Oh, they definitely timed it out. So you guys could see. Initially, they were just gonna blow it up as you all walked in the crowd to make you guys look guilty and frame you a bit for the grenade piece. But you all made it a little easier for him. So I'll roll that for Caesar. See if he's stunned. What's your DC on the stun grenades?
14.
Oh, sweet. So one of the civvies is stunned. One was able to break free. And Caesar is stunned.
I cannot give the help action reaction then.
Well, you did it beforehand. I mean, oh, you mean oh, I see.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
Oops.
All right. So you see that grenade go off. We'll see both Caesar and the Wookiee holding them hostage slump, and one of the civilians as well, just dazzled by the explosion. All right. So you guys see kind of popping behind one of the other pieces of cover, another what looks like to be kind of a well-armed, well-organized soldier, and he is pulling out his rifle and he's taking some shots at you, Dash. I think he'll miss 15 to 16. Is there a guess 17?
Oh, yeah, 17. Yep.
Yeah, so you see him blast out both of the bolts going wide. And unfortunately for Dash, his armor is able to hold from the one that just scrapes across it as he goes. All right, this is the last of the mystery ones because you guys rolled really poor on initiative.
And, who shot me?
Oh,
the
this
other
guy over here.
Okay, I see him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, because he beat everybody's perception, so he's not going to immediately come in. You guys hear kind of a loud cracking shot, kind of from above, and he's going to target. He's going to target Uli. So you hear this loud crack of a shot. Just going to see a bolt descend from the sky. It's 21 on that side. And he is going to ricochet that. So Dash and that 10 feet. That's too far. Dash and Vars, give me a dexterity saving throw. You guys see him angle this shot down, and you see it bounce.
I'm going to deflect that.
All right.
I was just checking to make sure I actually could.
Sweet. So make a deflection roll on that side.
Ooh, ouch.
Sweet. You reduce that down to 4 damage, and then both Dash and Vars failed, and I forgot to roll the 2d12 at once. So you guys both take 17 damage as the blast that Uli kind of cuts a bit and saves himself from most of it, kind of ricochets and blasts into the two of you. All right. Let me see him do that again. He does not have advantage on this.
We're not seeing where it's coming from?
Nope. You definitely know it's coming from above, and you do see doors to the left and right of you that look like they lead into buildings that can kind of go up into the skyscrapers above. Uli, you're up.
So, we could make a what check to see whether they were hostile or not? Was that the...
Yep, you can make an insight check. You can see which of the civilians are hostile, or
see perception check for
to see which of them are armed. To kind of see where some of the provocateurs were in the crowd.
Oh, okay. So I think I'll do that insight check just to see, because he's a little confused. Like what all's going on? 14.
All right, you take a look. You definitely kind of look around, and you see kind of some patterns on some of the kind of ones immediately around you. The ones in red, hostile. The ones in blue look like they are about to run away as soon as they get the chance. And the other ones are kind of too far away. You're not really able to get a good sense of what they're doing.
Oh, okay, this is just my immediate
area with the 14. Yeah.
What's the dude? Is that a Twi'lek? The green one above Dash?
Yeah, he's a Twi'lek.
Is he out? Is that what that is?
Oh, he's stunned. Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. So the Wookiee's done. That Wookiee's down. This guy is trying to start something. I couldn't see if he was armed, right?
Yeah, so he looks like he's a civilian. With the insight, he looks like he's a civilian, but he's picking up rocks, throwing signs. He looks like he's pissed and trying to fight.
Okay.
So he's definitely a civilian. He's not one of the kind of agents in the crowd.
Okay. Geez, I think it's the first time I don't really know exactly what to do. Can't hurt them. I mean, not really, but at the same time, I am not gonna let them throw shit at me. Okay. I think I know it. I think I'll try this. See if he's within 30 feet of me. Might have to move. Okay, I'm gonna move up 10 feet into this crowd and just kind of say, just calm yourself, and then kind of subtly point a finger at this guy and try to cast Malacia on him.
All right.
So he needs to pass a DC 15 Wisdom.
He'll fail.
Perfect. So he's incapacitated and unable to stand up. Yeah, and then so what is that? The end of each of his turns,
Mhm.
or if he takes damage, he makes another one, and if he passes, he's back. So for now, he's neutralized. And then Uli will just kind of sit there and look at that guy that's throwing rocks. Don't. just kind of hold his hands up, ready to deflect too if he has to. Oh. And yeah, that was an action, so that's turn.
Nice. Dallas, you're up.
Yeah, Talus sees Uli go forward and pretty much do exactly what he intended on doing, which is telling everybody stop. So he takes kind of a step forward and he's just stop, help the wounded over there, and he's going to be very happy that he brought his wrist pad, and he's going to shoot a Colto at the civilian. Hold on, I got too many windows. Right here. Shoot her with some Koto and keep her, hopefully stabilize her. So, not that one. There it is. No, there it is. So, she'll get 8 healing.
Perfect. You see kind of the Colto pack shoot over. See some of her kind of wounds begin to kind of slowly patch up. And she definitely starts breathing properly.
And then, just in case somebody still wants to keep throwing rocks at me, that was, what kind of damage was that? Was that bludgeoning? I don't know. Don't tell me. I'm going to take... It is an action because that was a bonus action for the Koto. I'm going to spend my action to cast Ward on myself. So I have resistance against kinetic energy and ion damage dealt by weapons.
Nice. Is that a cantrip? Or not cantrip,
yes, and there we go.
Okay. Perfect. As you're able to get that ward up, get yourself some protection. You guys see, as you guys try to make your arguments with civilians, they seem angry. They do listen. They kind of hear you out, but it'll definitely take a little bit more than to kind of bring them to the side. Dash, you are up.
Oh, did we lose him?
No, he's looking for placement.
Oh, sorry, I was still on mute. All right, so as they're trying to calm these civilians down, that's not Dash's thing. We're gonna crank this to 11. We're gonna throw another stun grenade over in there as a bonus action. Yeah, probably gonna attempt to miss Uli. If not, he shouldn't step forward. And so that'll be another DC 14.
DC 14 Constitution saving throw for Uli. That will catch one of their last hidden operative in the crowd too. So let's see how he does with his.
Whoops, that wasn't the right one.
He will fail.
It's a con save, you said?
God save.
Yeah, con save.
Okay. How will this... So if I get hit with this, how does that affect my concentration?
It will fall.
Oh. All right. Well, that guy's back in the fight.
You guys have inspiration if you want to use some.
I'm going to use one. I don't know that that's going to... Nope.
No.
Okay, so we got 2 of our own stunned, but luckily more of them are stunned than us, right?
More actually. Let me. So yeah, there you got their operative in the crowd. Let me roll for the civvies to see how they do. There's 3 civvies in there. Actually, I marked one stunned already. They are untrained, so should so the Wookiee you see growls, it shrugs it off. The other two are completely zonked out after that stun burst off. You see them kind of just slump. All right, Dash. What else you doing?
All right. I'll step up and then I'll shake Caesar to get him back awake.
Perfect. On that side, odds. I think you have to.
So I think he's still stunned for the rest of
Yeah.
the turn. Oh yeah. In
Mm.
that case, I'll actually just wait till next turn
Yeah.
to wake him. So I'll take a couple shots at this guy over here.
All right.
And that'll be another save on his part. I'll roll up some shots here with my new blaster cannon. That's right.
Is so first
right.
one, so hurt quite a bit. Second one, what's that? Take it down to 5 damage, or how much does it bring it down
Yep,
to? If
it'll
he
be
saves?
5.
5. Yeah, he's looking pretty battered and bloody. Even he's got to try to crouch behind his cover to get a little bit of a reprieve. But even with the cover bonus of 2, that's still enough to hit him. And he is bloodied, bleeding, near death. All right. Anything else for Dash?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So he shakes off that Malacia and is going to turn his blaster on Dash. Miss with the first one, hit with the second one, and you see him reach into his belt, and he says, "For Kashyyyk."
But before he does that,
oh yeah,
I'm going to take a reaction on his first shot because he missed me, and I'm going to do return fire. You can use your action to spend with Spirited Dart and make a ranged weapon attack, which in this case, I can't actually make a ranged weapon attack. It's just another burst attack. So,
all right. Oof, he will save.
Yep, so just flat 5 then.
He is barely conscious, but you see him bleeding out, swaying, making that last shot, and then just chucking a grenade at you. Make a dexterity saving throw for yourself. Caesar, actually, this usual 10-foot thing that'll be easiest. Oh, why isn't it moving?
I'm stunned.
Oh yeah, you are still stunned.
Oh no, Caesar's gonna die
again.
It is not letting me do it, so I'm just going to do this real quick. This is going to do 10-foot centered on you. So Caesar, and then a couple civilians, and his own buddy. You need to roll.
So how much damage is that?
Oh, let me see.
I think if you're stunned, you just roll like a 1. I think that's like auto
Yeah,
fail.
you auto fail that. Caesar's already taken 17 so far. It's been so long I forget his max HP, but I do know for a fact Khan was my dump stat.
You don't got a lot.
Oh no, he's stunned too, so he fails automatically as well. Shouldn't roll for him. All right, so let's get some damage on the board for that. So that's 2d10. So you guys see this grenade go off. 14 damage. Caesar is down. You see him explosion wrap out, dropping Caesar, burning the brawler pretty bad, and you see 2 civilians just consumed by the flames.
Am I able to make the wounds check when I'm stunned?
Oh yeah, Constitution saves are good.
Okay.
So somebody roll a Constitution save for that. It's just dexterity and strength. You automatically fail.
I see.
And Vars, so you do have 1 failed death save.
Oh no, it's gonna happen.
Vars, you are up. You see this explosion go off. You see Caesar bleeding out, Dash wounded, and 2 civilians just burnt to a crisp by the frag grenade. What is Vars doing?
All right. Well, first things first. Let's run over to the. Well, this time it wasn't his fault. I'll give him that. Run over to the Gungan, expend the trauma kit, and that'll be his action.
All right.
Okay, so stabilize the Gungan. Actually, no. You know what? Now, do I have one? Because I might as well just use a med pack if I have one. I don't. So you're just stable. That's all I got for you.
It's
Or actually,
good.
wait. If you can see or hear you. Yeah, no, never mind. All right, so he's stable. All right, action surge. He's going to. I'm going to use that to fire at this boy over here.
Perfect.
And I'm going to make one of those attack rolls without my proficiency bonus. So I can use my bonus action to get another shot out. So first one's going to.
He's got that covered too. So. And is near death.
Let's just, before I do that, let me just take a few more steps, get him within 30 feet, and reduce that cover by 1.
Nice.
Okay. So the first one, consider this a -1.
All right. Oh, that hits. Finish him.
Okay.
He's got 5 HP left.
God, that was close.
Yeah, close.
Yeah, right? Okay. So that he's gonna, again, not even really thinking about it, just on autopilot, patch up one arm, one-eyed Gungan, and move up, pop a shot off, and then turn to the Wookiee that was dragging him away. Should I? The hell with it. I'm gonna unload on him.
All right.
Using rapid fire.
Oh god, he can't make that because he's stunned.
Yeah, he's stunned. So yeah, that's straight damage on that side. Yeah, you just blast into him. You see him on the ground just twitching. He's still up though. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that to rally and give 6 HP to Dash.
All right, nice.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry. I can use a bonus action. Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next turn. Well, I guess I'll use that last attack I'll hit him again. He can't dodge this.
Yeah, he's stuck there. Solid damage to that one too. He's looking bloodied. So you see him on the ground, just kind of pumping round after round into him. After Dash is stunned on that side, so he is just see them just kind of bleeding and hurt, but still unconscious right now because he's still stunned. His turn hasn't come up, so he's still out for the count.
So it was here. 15, 25. Yeah, and I'll move up a little bit further. Actually, yeah, a little bit further. And that's my turn.
Sweet. So you see one of the other Crusader soldiers pop out of cover, and he is going to take another pot shot at you. He's gonna shoot at Vars again. So you see him kind of pop out of cover, and just aim that blaster to you, shutting off 2 quick shots. First will miss, second will hit for 12 energy damage on that side. So you see him kind of, the first one goes wide, but he finally dials in and finds that kink within your Beskar arm and lets off a pretty vicious shot.
Okay. Yikes. All right.
Caesar, you're stable. You still have 1 failed death save to the wounds, but you were stable and no longer need to make a roll on that side. And hopefully somebody will be able to get you up next turn.
All right.
All right. So you guys see a number of the civilians begin to just dart out of the way. You see the group in this corner, both just kind of run through the doors and take refuge inside the home. You see one of the people on the far end do the same, just trying to get out of the chaos this has become. The lady that Talus healed, the Bothan woman, gets up and starts darting away herself. Kind of just making it with inside the door, but you do see a number of the civilians remain and they look angry. This one is stunned still. The others are going to continue throwing their rocks, throwing signs, anything they can to take you all down for your crimes against Kashyyyk. Oh, and this is at Uli, Talus, and Dash. So I think Uli, what's your AC again?
Let me see. 18.
So that first one will hit, but if you'd like to, you can easily probably deflect this away.
I can't. I'm unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that one will hit. You take 4 damage as the rock collides into your stunned form, and the brawler is no longer stunned, but he is asleep. That guy is dead. All right, it is the sharpshooter.
Now that I took damage, I'm not unconscious, right? Does that end?
Yeah.
You'll
be stunned still, but
I'm still stunned, but
yeah,
not unconscious. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sharpshooter is up, and he is going to pick on Dash. So you see him kind of, or actually, you don't see. You see a bolt kind of emerge from the rooftops again, shooting towards Dash first. And then actually, he's going to shoot at Dash both times. So second will miss. That first will hit. 16 energy damage. He is going to use it.
Down.
Oof. He is going to try to ricochet that at you, Vars. So make a dexterity saving throw. He's going to make his stealth check. Fortunately, he is still hidden up there on the rooftops. Uli, you're no longer stunned. Talus, you are up. Oops, I forgot to roll the damage for you there.
Yeah. All right. So Talus is going to look to his left. Who was throwing rocks? Was it this civilian right here?
Oh yeah, so he's looking at red. Yeah, you can definitely tell now he is part of the crew that is there to fight. So him, this guy, and the Wookiee look like they are throwing rocks and kind of throwing objects and signs at you. They're the ones looking to rumble.
Bunch of dicks here. Okay. I'm going to move 25 to get within 5 feet of Caesar. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Wait. Well, if I go diagonal, that's 25. I'm going to bonus action again to heal the closest civilian right here with Koto Pack.
All right.
Let's see. There we go. 7 healing to them. And then, and at will for my action, I'm going to use minor defibrillation on Caesar to give him 1 free success on his death save.
Well, he's no longer he's stabilized.
Oh, is
he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One more step. And...
Oh. Well, I don't know why I clicked that, but sure, I will ward.
I don't know if you've got like a med pack or anything. You could bring it back up.
Come up.
Oh, I have my action. I am so sorry. Yes, I will action med pack. And so that's I'm so sorry.
No worries.
That's a hit die by you guys.
Yep. So somebody roll a hit die for Caesar. He is back up and conscious. And Dash, you are. Dash, make a death saving throw.
Yep. All right.
That's for Caesar.
Sweet. Caesar back up to 4 HP. Dash has 1 failure. Dash, make a Constitution saving throw too.
Oh, damn.
All right, so just eked out a success on the Constitution saving throw. Exact numbers on that, and you've got one failed death save.
All right.
That guy is stunned and no longer stunned, but still unconscious. Bars, you're up.
All right. I'm going to use a bonus action to second wind.
All right.
I'm sorry, it's 1d10. 20 is wishful thinking. And the level 5. Hey.
Nice.
Get back 11 HP. All right, that's my bonus action. Talus, you got dash?
Yes.
All right. The hell with it. All right, so he's good at fighting with rifles in close quarters, but he's hoping that this operative guy is not. So he's going to run up to him and hit him with a regular attack.
All right.
Just run up to him and just shoot him.
Just shoot point blank.
Yeah, right? Point blank. All right, so let's see.
Fortunately, he just dodges aside as that blast comes like Matrix.
Yeah, but I want to try. I'm going to try precision attack and get it up there.
All right. That is just enough.
Oh yeah. All right. So let's pew pew. That's 8.
All right.
And I'm going to use that. All right. So that's already one. The rally didn't count. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to have, with that hitting, I'm going to go ahead and try to hit him with a weak point strike.
Can you use 2 maneuvers in a turn?
I think that's a new thing they set up for the. I think you can use the same one twice with your tactical specialist. I think you can use it. Yeah, I'll look it up.
Oh, yeah, you've got a tactical specialist. I think they did add something new for that. Let me see.
So you can use each maneuver twice per turn instead of once, implying that. Yeah, all right. So I guess you can use more than one per turn.
What does that mean?
So if I wanted to do stunning strikes, like a weak point strike twice in a turn, I could as a tactical specialist, which is pretty neat.
Nice.
I think it's before that you couldn't use the same one in the same turn twice, but I could be mistaken.
I didn't know that. That was a rule.
Okay. So con save for 15.
He is stunned.
Great. I'm going to follow that up with my second attack, and that's going to be a rapid.
He's also stunned, right?
Yep. So all the guys on the ground are stunned and then unconscious for the other guy.
All right. So that's a total of.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
He is bloodied up. You see he is bleeding, hurt. You see that blaster shot just hit him point blank in the chest, and he starts to wheeze. A little blood comes out of trickles out of his mouth. He definitely is feeling that.
Yeah, 34. Yahoo.
All right. That's him. He is at the end of his next turn, so no longer stunned, but very hurt. Caesar, you are up.
The Caesar sees everything that's happening, right? It's utter chaos.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's pure chaos right now.
Yeah. Tactically, he's gonna stay down Does it look like anyone's currently like about to die on our side?
Dash. Dash is making death saves.
Oh wait, really?
Mhm.
Sorry, I didn't get to it.
Oh, no worries.
So
And
in
you're right
that
next to
case,
Dash too.
oh okay. So in that case, never mind. He's not gonna. Can you make a medicine check while prone?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna stay down. And he's gonna try and stabilize Dash.
Just to clarify, since you can't see it, you are like a space away. You're right next to each other.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
near
okay.
touching. Yeah.
Yeah, you could like nudge over and do something if you really wanted to.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you have
he's
any?
gonna
Oh, you
do.
don't
If
have
you
any
both
medpacks.
if you
Yeah,
both
don't.
starfished, your limbs, your extremities would touch.
Yeah.
That's your positioning.
All right. So and could I do a medicine check for that, or is
Oh
that
yeah,
not
you could
okay?
definitely do a medicine check to stabilize. I think you got to get a 10. Is it?
Luckily, I am proficient.
Sweet. Somebody roll a
So-
medicine check for
I do have a med pack on me, if anyone is curious.
him. Caesar, would you go for a med pack on him, or would you try to stabilize?
It's a bit too chaotic right now. That wouldn't cross his mind just yet. He just got back up.
Perfect. Well, you did enough to stabilize. So you patch him up. Dash is no longer making death saving throws.
And from there, he's still looking around. He's gonna bonus action give his critical analysis over to Vars.
Actually, am I within 30 feet of you? Is that a 30 feet thing or? Yeah, 30
It
feet.
could be. I think it might be 60.
Oh, in that
My help
case.
action is 30 feet. 60 is for the critical analysis.
Yeah, I think critical
unless I'm
analysis is
mistaken.
60 feet, if I remember right. Sweet. So yeah, you get the critical analysis. You get to add 4 to a roll saving throw of your choice. And are you kind of stay? So you're staying prone?
Yes, he does not want to be a target of most of this, so he's keeping his head down.
All right.
Real fast. It gets me up for it. The Wookiee is down, right? The Wookiee that was heading over to Caesar.
The Wookiee's unconscious right now.
All right, okay. Sorry, I'm.
Oh yeah, no worries.
While everything was going on, I had the big brain and remembered I have a laptop, so I'm trying to get this thing working because it might be able to connect to my internet.
Oh sweet.
Well, not my internet, but my phone's mobile data.
Yeah, hotspot.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you see the civilian that Talus brought up dips out of the confrontation. You see the other one is unconscious. Just to your left, this guy is going to start edging towards the door, but before he does, he is going to throw one last rock at Talus.
What?
You see him just kind of like edging away. He kind of goes for Kashyyyk, throws that rock, and starts to kind of covering by the door for 5 damage to you, Talus. Brawler is still unconscious. Sharpshooter is up. All right. So you guys hear 2 more cracks, but you see they're not aimed at you this time. You see
no.
one crack go off, and you see, how much is that? So that's 21. And you see him put down the soldier that's stunned. You see another crack go off. And he misses with his last shot. And then see if he can stealth through. You kind of just hear a bit of thudding on the roofs, but still not able to place where that man was. Uli, you're up. For real?
Well, I was gonna go beat the holy hell out of that guy, but
I was
So-
thinking explosion.
Yeah. It's like, don't know where you are, but I'll figure it out.
How do you handle snipers? Destroy everything.
We burnt the forest to the ground, Mr. Wayne.
Take cover in that crater.
Is this guy, what's he doing?
He's throwing rocks, yeah.
He's throwing rocks.
Yeah.
This gal is down.
She's unconscious, yeah.
She's just down. And the Wookiee, did he go down or was he the one that stayed up?
He's the one that stayed up. So
That's the one that went down.
this guy is stunned, so
He's running.
he's running and throwing rocks. This guy's still
Okay.
straight throwing rocks.
Okay.
And I forgot to have her run off the battlefield over here, so I'm just gonna delete her.
Oh, okay. And then this one is still down.
He's unconscious.
Okay. Oh, look at Talus and the whole situation over there, and Uli Talus has got this. Uli's gonna walk into the center of them. Here, and out of the Wookiee and this dude, which one looks more together? Like, who looks in better shape?
Well, the one guy is stunned, but even the Wookiee being big, he doesn't look like super strong. Like, he looks like just your kind of civilian Wookiee who was there to protest and got a little caught up.
Okay, I don't know Sherlock. Shit. Oh well, I know another language Wookiees speak. Crack the knuckles. So we determined that saber assault has to apply to the same person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, same target, so it's probably not worth it to waste him. I'm just gonna stand up, kind of shrug it off. Oh, for standing prone, it doesn't matter if that gal was stunned in front of me, right?
Oh yeah, she has to be
Perfect.
active.
So I'll get up, and Uli is just gonna unload on the Wookiee. I can do that without what is the term? Non-lethal?
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect. So the first one coming at the Wookiee. Right. Oh, that just
He just kind of dodges to the side as that blow comes at him.
Uli's still shaking off the getting hit with a stun grenade, which he'll have to talk to Dash about that later. Second one coming in.
That will hit. Roll some damage.
Okay. 9 kinetic and oh yeah, I forgot. He's gonna get shocked.
How do you drop that Wookiee with one hit?
I just look at him and I just say, "We didn't do it," and I take in the most comical stance ever. Uli stands to his full height, almost a head taller than the Wookiee, who is towering over him usually, and he stands up and just downward like palm strikes his nose, breaks the nose, and drops him.
The
Doesn't
Wookiee
want to hurt,
falls.
doesn't want to kill him, but he, yeah. Oh, and then so I had to stand up, and that's half my movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
5. I don't think I can do that as a bonus action. Darn, I was thinking I might actually be able to go save Dash. But Uli will move up, and with the bonus action, does it have to be the same target for your bonus action attack?
Oh no, not for monks. The brawl.
As long as you made
yeah.
the one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going after that guy. Same kind of thing. Non-lethal.
That'll hit.
All right. For 5 kinetic and 2 lightning.
Perfect. So he was
I
passed out
got
on the
it to
ground.
work. I'm in.
Oh sweet.
Oh yeah.
11 days. I did not think about this. No, straight up, like the thing that was going through my mind was like, man, I don't got a webcam on. I remember one time, like way before for like Hunted, I was like, hey, I figured out that my laptop had the webcam, but it was in black and white. And I was also remembering, wait a second, my computer can't connect to my mobile hotspot. What about my laptop? And here we are.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Actually, if you like connect it through USB, you probably can use it as a tether.
I've been trying. I have it. I actually got a USB connected to my computer right now to charge my phone, as we do this, so it doesn't lose charge.
Fair enough. I'll talk to you after the stream. Maybe we can figure something out.
Perfect. Uli, you down. One of the last civilians on that side. Anything else you're doing?
So let's see. I move 5. Half my movement, if I have 45, is what? We're just gonna call that 25.
Yeah, we'll call
So I
it
have 20
25.
movement. Okay, so that was 10, 15, 20, and I'm gonna try to like take cover from that asshole shooting at me.
All
I don't know
right.
how much cover that provides, but he's got a height advantage, and I'm pretty tall.
Oh, Dash is Dash. You were stabilized, but unfortunately down. This Crusader, actually, he can.
Wait, wasn't Talus supposed to go after me?
Did I skip Talos?
I
Oh,
think so.
yeah, I did. Yeah, Talos, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move forward. Action med pack on Dash, and bonus action on the last civilian that hopefully isn't dead over there. So Koto, he'll get 6 points of healing.
Perfect. And luckily, I was rolling those one secret, but they did get 3 successes, so he is up and not dead.
Awesome, perfect. Hearts and minds, folks. Hearts and minds.
All right, so Talos gets some much needed healing, and Dash, you good to go.
All right. How high is that rooftop that the sniper is shooting us from?
I'm just about 40 feet up.
All right. I'm gonna stand up, so it's half my movement.
Mhm.
I'm going to action surge,
Okay.
and with my boots of bounding, I've never used these boots, and now I'm excited. They'll actually do something useful here. Let me see if I have a write up of it. No, let me just share it. So basically, they have charges, but the important thing is I'm level 5. So when I action surge, my movement speed is doubled, and you gain a flying speed. So my movement speed will be 60, but I had to stand up, so that'll be 30. And I'll use charges to get me the rest of the way. And I'm going to fly up on top of that roof.
Sweet. Which way are you going?
I wouldn't, if I had a sense of where I'm getting shot from, I just go up there. But if I had to just wildly guess, I'm just going to say like this direction up on top of the rooftop. Just try to find this guy.
Oh, that's like sky over that side. So it's left or
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you can make a perception check too to see if you're able to kind of glance where those bulls shots are coming from.
Nah, I'm just going to guess randomly.
All
We'll
right.
go over here.
All right. You do make it to the top of the building, and you just kind of see clear buildings around. You kind of see the Coruscant landscape on top.
All right, and I'll just say that I don't see him over here. What would it take movement speed to get me to the other side, or how far away would that be?
To the other side, that would be a lot.
Oh,
Okay.
is that guy shooting us from the sides?
Yeah.
Oh, I completely misunderstood that. I thought he was getting us from like the north part of the map.
Oh no, because north is sky. Like that's like a yeah.
Okay. Oh well.
Yep. So I would shout down that he's on the other building, and I will do a readied action. And if I see him, I want to take a shot. So if I see him pop out, I'll take a shot at him. Actually, no, I won't do that because I can do that a different way. So I'll dodge for my
Dodge?
action. Yep.
All right. That guy is dead. Vars, you're up.
The soldier before me, how's he looking?
He's bloodied. Yeah, he's definitely a couple good shots could take him down.
All right. How non-lethal can I be? Because I'm trying to figure out. I mean, because most of the stuff I have is blasters and a blade and my fists.
Well, yeah,
But-
blasters can be set to stun.
Does that reduce the damage on them suckers?
Nope.
All right. All right. Where are you? Cut it out. Okay. There we go. Okay. So
Attack him with the cat.
yeah, right.
Just hurl a cat.
So I'm gonna flip that switch, and I'm gonna unload on this guy. He's not stunned anymore, right?
He's not stunned anymore. I haven't moved that from him.
Well, he might be. So consider this a -1 attack,
That hits.
and let's go for. So roll damage. That'll be 10 points of damage total, and is the man stunned?
All
All
right.
right. Hey, there, off she goes.
He's stunned and barely standing.
Well, yeah, okay. So, God, I love weak point strike.
It's really good.
It's insanely good. Yeah, I'm gonna unload on him, and
Perfect.
I hope that's enough to bring him down non-lethal like.
Yeah. So how do you finish him there?
All right. He's going to essentially like sees that he's kind of still swaying on his feet. He's going to put the rifle right to the man's gut and just say, "Stay down," and yeah, and meow at him. All right, you come on.
Perfect. All right, Caesar, you are up.
I gotta go get rid of the cat. Be right back.
No worries.
So it's I'm jumping between a bunch of stuff real quick. So it's just this guy standing up right now, right?
Oh, and he's one of the ones that Talus brought back.
Yeah, don't kill him.
Okay, got it.
It's this guy is the only hostile civilian that was.
We
throwing
have-
rocks still.
We have no legal defense against that.
But
Yeah.
but he's
Murder.
running. This dude's running. He's throwing his rock and he's getting out of here, right?
Yeah, he threw a rock and ran to the door. It looks like he's about to bolt.
All right. Ping me the one that's like civilian that needs to be brought back up.
All the civilians are brought back up or dead. So you're good on that side.
Well, there
Oh,
is that one stunned Twi'lek still.
Oh
Right?
yeah, she's stunned, but she's
Just stunned.
she's
It's not-
unconscious now, or she's unconscious now. Yeah.
in that case, Commander Strike bonus action over to Boris has been doing some work, so I'm gonna let him do some more work. Just get this guy in the knees. Don't let him get away.
I mean,
wait,
I
was this guy was a civilian, right? He wasn't like pushed out once he's just throwing raw.
Oh no, he was the Wookiee that was beating you down. He's unconscious. Nobody left him alone, so he's
No,
stunned.
I'm pinging this dude over in the corner.
Yeah, he was throwing rocks. Yeah, he was with.
Okay. So never mind. In that case, not gonna do that. Just gonna take the dodge action while still being prone, just in case of the sniper. And I'll just pass my turn. There's if there's nobody left to go against.
All right. So the other civilian, last guy left, he's not even going to throw a rock this time. He is just out. Brawler is passed out asleep. And the sharpshooter. Let's do one last roll for him. So you guys see, are kind of here on the roofs to the right, about 60 feet away from the group, or initially about 60 feet away from the group. You guys are finally able to spot the sniper. You see he's a Trandoshan sniper with a pretty nice looking rifle, and he is running, ending at 90 feet. Are you guys going to pursue him, or what are you thinking?
What do you think collectively?
I want this guy.
How high up is that?
I'll follow.
40 feet up for so you can either go through the doors and kind of climb the stairs to get up there, or if you have something like dash, you can just jump or fly.
How does climbing speed work?
It's half of your speed, but you would need to make either.
I have a climbing speed through tree climber for my racial background.
Sweet!
I have a climbing speed of 30 feet.
And it
So it
gives you
doesn't match
advantage
my monk.
on athletics checks too, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
for doing whatever.
climbing,
But
yeah.
how would that work? Like, would I be able to dash and get 90 feet by doubling my 45 regular move speed and then move 30? Or is it you have to, like, how does that? I don't know how all that works.
So, because your climbing speed specifically 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So you could dash to get your 45 feet, but any climbing you do would have to you couldn't go over that 30 without like dashing or step of the wind.
Okay. So when I dash, I could double that base climb speed of 30 as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think like the best I could do is in one turn dash over there, and then I have to wait the next round to dash and get back to climb up, and then I'd be level with them, and I'd have like 20 feet of movement when I got up there. Like I guess this is what's weird to me is that part of that would be regular move, and then part of that would be climb. So you just get like partial. Like if I only climbed up for 40 feet, but I had 60 feet of climbing. Does that mean you'd have 20 feet left over, or 1/3 of your speed left for dashing?
Yeah. So
it's so weird to me.
definitely with that one. So yeah. So basically, any leftover, if you're able, so if you climb that 40 feet and you still have like movement left, you could transition that into the regular movement. But if you had like 45 regular speed, but it was like a 50-foot climb, you wouldn't be able to transition that in there. You just have that 30
all the way up to minus the 5 feet, and then
Yeah.
okay. So I guess I'm down for chasing him. We do have that one angry Wookiee though, but he was a civilian.
Can I see him?
This guy?
The sniper.
Yeah, you guys can all. He failed. Well, everybody that has a passive perception above 14, I should say, can see him.
Okay, which would not be me.
Would we know the interior of these towers? Like, would it still be 40 feet of our move speed once you get inside to go up?
A little bit easier. It'd be 30 feet to climb in once you get in the tower.
Okay, and that's like once you get in the tower.
Mhm.
So then it might be easier for me to just dash inside the tower since I only need like 75 to get to a door, I believe. Yeah, and then I have 15 movement left over for inside, and then I just dash again and run up the rest of it and out the door. Or whatever. Do we want to chase him?
I'm finally going to use that grappling hook.
So we're chasing him.
You got a grappling hook?
Yeah. It was one of those, this will come in handy someday. That day is here.
All right.
Yeah. So, but since I'm level with him, I'm just curious, can I take a shot at him?
Oh, definitely.
Or would he be out of sight?
So, he's kind of like hide behind some of like the rooftop fixtures.
Gotcha.
So as long as you've got enough passive perception to see him, you could definitely take a shot at him.
Gotcha.
Just have cover.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope. All right. So it sounds like you guys are chasing. What we'll do, just to make this a little quick and easy, everybody that is making the chase, give me either an athletics, acrobatics, your choice roll.
Okay. Does my advantage thing count for that? No, that's just for climbing. Athletics or acrobatics?
Yep.
Okay. The agile, tall plant guy.
Fortunately, yeah, you guys just needed 2 successes. You are able to catch up with the sharpshooter on that side. You see the Trandoshan with his rifle. Give me. He says you guys kind of catch up to him. He's got his rifle leveled, and you see him kind of like looking like he's about to jump off the ledge. Everybody, you guys give me a Uli and Vars, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. A dexterity saving throw.
As he's about to jump off the ledge, damn it, Tegan, I said I was going to use this grappling hook, and I'm gonna.
Get over here.
Yes, 100,000%. Yes.
I hope you do that and you don't Gwen Stacy him. That's even worse.
You know
More of a
what?
lie.
I'll take it. I'll throw in that. Was it a +4 or a roll a d4 for the critical analysis from?
Oh yeah.
So, is it a d4?
Oh, you're just +4.
then-
So 18 on that side. So you guys are both able to react. Just had to be the 17 there. You guys see him kind of tilted to the edge. Looks like he's just gonna take his own life by falling off the skyscraper of Coruscant. Mars, it sounds like you've got something planned. What do you do?
Oh hell yeah! Yes, I see what he's got. It looks like he's just jumping to end it apparently, and nope. He's gonna plant his feet, get ready, launch the grappling hook, get him somewhere unpleasant. Tegan, you tell me where it lands, and hold him in place.
Perfect. Make a blaster shot just to see if this this hits and see where unpleasant this winds up for him.
Okay.
Nice. Feel like Vars is going for a headshot. You see it takes out like part of his scaly cheek and just rips him back as he's trying to fall off. And you guys are able to capture the sharpshooter who put down one of his own men before leaving the fray. And you guys brought 2 prisoners from the group that was there, and kind of causing a bit of stir as you guys caused your own bit of distraction with Dash's impromptu grenade throw.
There's no way we're getting a confessional from these guys before we get brought in again. Chances are we're about to get arrested.
Well, the good thing is Trandoshans regrow their limbs, so have at 'em, Caesar.
Right?
Sweet. That's what we'll wrap up today. We'll pick up 2 weeks from now. I'm not sure what the date is for that. For the final probably session with the group on Coruscant testifying and the resolution to kind of what this group was that was kind of causing a stir and how the senators take the group's actions after all of this. Because while there was somebody else adding fuel to the fire, the group did look a little shady too. We'll pick
No,
up
let's
there.
be honest. Let's be honest real fast. It looks like that's through a grenade in there, but the moment that happened, the entire group gets messed up.
Yeah. For an impromptu mob, they sure were ready to lay the smackdown. Jeez.
Yeah, no, we definitely look like we got jumped.
Right.
I mean, I'm okay.
You said one
I'm a little
bad
bad
round. One bad
That's about
round.
it.
I don't know what Gert's problem was, but I took 2 rocks to the face and I'm here. So
Yeah, well,
they were
What
they
is
were
improvised
Coruscant.
damage? 1 plus strength? Is that improvised damage? Or is it just 1?
1d4.
Oh, 1d4. Okay.
Yeah, so one it for like unarmed strikes is 1 plus strength.
Oh, why the hell does a rock get so much more power than your own fist punching someone in the face?
I think throwing
That's
a rock
weird.
at somebody's face would hurt more than getting like a punch.
I mean, both of them would hurt.
Yeah.
really bad. Just me, like the fist, it's a little easier to control. With a rock, you gotta kind of hit them for it
Like,
to actually do anything. I don't know.
You can bash in a skull with a stone.
Yeah.
That's a little harder to do with your bare hands.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'd rather
Depends
take
on the
somebody
rock.
punching me in the face than throw a rock at my face.
That's,
Oh,
that
It
is-
is pleasant, but I feel like I'd walk away better. with a punch.
I feel like the Vong rocks were a lot stronger though. or something.
They were on Vela, man.
Yeah.
that place is built
I'm
different.
glad that place blew up. That was
Right.
Perfect.
more of
Well,
those painful rocks.
join us for that. Come through tomorrow for the live play for our game of the month, Aliens. See a little bit of sci-fi horror with the system, and then have your chance to win a copy of the PDF, which is a pretty cool system. I'm liking it so far. And then come by next Tuesday for Stranded. We can see how the crew does with us finally getting our shot at the battle that we were about to lose. Anything you want to add, Keith?
No, so that'll be a little bit of fun, and now I've got some homework because I have to give all those NPCs characters and somehow roleplay them. So, no, it'll be a lot of fun though.
Nice. Let's tune in for that. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you all next time.